What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? My name is Cosmos, and welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, friends, we're going to be looking at 5 original skins inside of Fortnite. This list is going to be in no particular order, and it's just going to contain the first 5 ever skins to be introduced inside of Fortnite Battle Royale. 5 skins that you associate with being really OG inside of the game, and I'm guessing that most of you guys don't have any of these skins. I know myself, I have one of these skins on the list, and that is it. And seeing as though I buy a lot of skins, that means that they're pretty OG, and I've been playing ever since day one. But back in the day, I was like, bro, no way these are going to be the best skins. There's going to be more better skins that come out. But looking back on these skins, I wish I went ahead and bought some more of them. But ladies and gentlemen, make sure you do go ahead, smash the like button as well as subscribe to the channel. And also, if you guys haven't already, make sure you go ahead and chuck on the notification bell to stay up to date with all of our videos coming in the future of the channel. But without waiting any longer, let's get into this video. So coming in our number 5 spot, we have the Renegade Raider. Now remember, these are in no particular order, so it's not in particular order of first release, second release. It's basically just 5 of the most OG skins. And in number 5 spot, we have the Renegade Raider, as I said. And this skin, I really wish I went ahead and bought it. I remember when it first came out, I literally paid out my friend for buying this skin because I thought it just looked so bad. But now it's one of the most OG skins inside of the game that you could get from the Season 1, I think it was the Season Shop, which you had to get like level 20, and you could go ahead and unlock this item so you could actually go ahead and buy it. So one, you had to play it a lot, and 2, you had to play it back when the game was very, very new in Season 1 with the item shop. This is back when there was no battle passes. It was the Season Shop instead of the battle passes, kind of like an early version of the battle pass. And the Renegade Raider was like a level 20 item that you had to go ahead and get, and I literally never see these in games. The only people I see really using this skin are either Avery or Ninja, really. They're the only 2 people that I ever see wearing these skins. And you always see them with the Rex backpack on, or like the Dark Matter backpack on. And it goes really well with a whole bunch of back blings. And I absolutely love this skin and think that it is honestly just an absolutely amazing skin. And I think it was 1,500 V-Bucks, and it was an absolutely amazing skin. But unfortunately, I didn't go ahead and buy it. But if you guys have gone ahead and bought the Renegade Raider, tell me in the comment section below if you have, because it is definitely a solid skin to nowadays standards. And it was only blue, wasn't it? Which is absolutely insane. It should have been at least epic, because this skin really does look absolutely amazing. In our next spot, ladies and gentlemen, we have the one skin that I have on the list, and this is the Skull Trooper. Now, I remember when this first came out, the stream was begging me. Like, I remember back, we had 50 people watching the stream because there was really no competition playing on Fortnite. Like, no one really played the game, so I could stream and everyone watched me because there was no one else streaming the game. So I had 50 people in the stream, and skins first came out. Like, the item shop came out. I'm like, guys, I really want to go ahead and buy this. And half of the chat was like, no, it's a waste of your money. Like, this was back when the game wasn't even that big, so like, buying skins and putting a lot of money, like it was $30 towards this game that was free. A lot of people were like, nah, I'm not spending that much money on Skull Trooper and Ghoul Trooper. I barely played this game as it is. But little do I know, back then I based my whole channel around this game, and I went ahead and bought the Skull Trooper as well as the Reaper pickaxe, which is also like an honorable mention on this list because it is really, really rare. So I bought those 2, and honestly, I do not regret it. I remember that's the only skin I used for ages and ages and ages, and back then when there was like 3-4 skins that released, you really stood out, and I was like, hey, this guy's a nerd. He's gone ahead and bought these skins. But not too many people have the Skull Trooper, and if you do, you don't really wear it around. I don't know why. I think that people just wore it so much when it was like the only skin to get that they don't usually wear it anymore, or maybe just no one's got it, because I remember really, this skin, no one really wanted to spend that much money on these skins, and this was when the game was so small that basically no one really even played the game back then, and like buying the Skull Trooper was like, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I know a lot of people that have gone out and said, dude, I really wish I bought the Skull Trooper, but back then I was like, nah, I'm not wasting money on this game. But ladies and gentlemen, in our next spot, this is one that I really, really wish I went ahead and bought. Like, really, really wish I went ahead and bought. This is the Ghoul Trooper. I'm going to tell you the reason why. I think this is more rare than the Skull Trooper, even though we're talking about just OG skins. I just want to talk about real quick how the Ghoul Trooper is more rare than the Skull Trooper. Now, what went through my mind is I was like, okay, I like the Skull Trooper and the Ghoul Trooper, but I know with the Skull Trooper, that I can buy this for 1,200 V-Bucks, and for 800 V-Bucks, I could also go ahead and buy the Reaper Axe as well. So I went ahead and did that and bought both of those two instead of buying the Ghoul Trooper, because if I bought the Ghoul Trooper, I wouldn't have enough V-Bucks to buy the Reaper Axe as well. So I went and just bought the Skull Trooper and the Reaper Axe, and that's why I believe that the Skull Trooper is a lot less rare than the Ghoul Trooper, because the Skull Trooper was just a bit cheaper, and it was like more people wanted to go ahead and buy that as it was cheaper, and you could go ahead and also get the Reaper Axe as well, rather than the Ghoul Trooper, which was 1,500 V-Bucks, a little bit more. And I honestly just bought the Skull Trooper because I'm like, bro, the Skull Trooper just looks a little bit better. But the Ghoul Trooper is also another OG skin, also released with the Skull Trooper. It is an absolutely insane skin that was in the game, and I really want this to this day. If there was one skin that I could say, hey, I want this is the Ghoul Trooper. Now, the Ghoul Trooper was it was a part of the first skins that were ever released. It was one update, just a normal Thursday update, where they brought out skins into the game for the Halloween update, and this was the Skull and Ghoul Trooper, which came out together as the first two skins. So they are the most OG if you're talking about exact times on the list. They were the most OG, and then followed by that, it was like the Renegade Raider and all that. But that is our OG skin on the list there, the Ghoul Trooper. Moving on to our next one. This one is like really rare, and it is really OG. Now, this one came with the season shop in season 1, much like the Renegade Raider. This is the Aerial Assault Trooper. Now, this skin is really rare. I don't think many people have this at all, unless you've been buying every single skin since the game first came out, because I remember with the Aerial Assault Trooper, it really didn't look good. It's a common skin that really doesn't look too good at all, and honestly, with the Aerial Assault Trooper, I just think that it doesn't look very good. That's why not many people bought it, but it was definitely a really original skin, because it came with the Season 1 season shop, and really, no one has this skin at all, and it is honestly absolutely rare. The Aerial Assault Trooper is in that spot there. Now, quickly, I just want to name some honorable mentions on the list that I think could have easily made the list. Now, we have a few pickaxes here, which I was going to put on the list, but it's like, I really just want to talk about, like, character skins and stuff. So, we have the Raider's Revenge, obviously, which is basically, like, the partner up to the Renegade Raider. So, this is, like, the axe for the Renegade Raider. And it honestly is really cool. And there's obviously in the Season 1 season shop with the Renegade Raider, and it was like you had to get level 30 or level 35 to unlock it to buy it, and it was 1,500 V-Bucks. For some reason, it was more expensive than the Renegade Raider. I don't know how, but it was. And my other honorable mention is obviously the Reaper Axe, which I talked a little bit about before, and this came with the Skull Trooper, and it was one of the most OG skins in the game, as it was in the first ever, like, item shop part that actually released inside of the game, which is absolutely insane. But ladies and gentlemen, without waiting any longer, let's get into our last spot here for the most original skins inside of Fortnite. Now, in a number 1 spot, this is one that you guys may or may not know as being one of the most OG skins in Fortnite. But this right here is the Renegade skin. Now, the Renegade skin was the first ever common skin to be released, and this was released alongside the Ghoul Trooper and the Skull Trooper. And basically, the Ghoul Trooper and the Skull Trooper were the weekly items for that week, and then as the daily items, the first ever daily items, it was the Renegade, along with obviously the Reaper Axe as well. And the Renegade is one that you guys may or may not know as being one of the most OG skins inside of Fortnite. This was one of the first skins ever released in the game, and it is honestly absolutely OG. And this one, I don't think many people have at all. It has been released again and again and again, but once again, it's a common, and people aren't usually attracted to common skins. But the Renegade has been released a fair bit, I believe. Definitely a lot more than the Ghoul and Skull Trooper, maybe about 3 or 4 times. So probably a few more people do have this than the Ghoul Trooper, but obviously we're talking about the most OG skins inside of Fortnite, and that's why the Renegade Raider is in at number 1 spot. Once again, as I said, guys, this is in no particular order. I'm just saying these are 5 of the most OG skins inside of the game that are really just the first skins ever released, not just like in specific order, because there's really no order that you can have. But ladies and gentlemen, these are the first ever skins inside of Fortnite, the most original skins. Tell me in the comment section if you guys do actually have any of these skins inside of the game, and also tell me what skin do you have. I've only got one. I've got the Skull Trooper, and what you guys can actually do is say what you have. So I have no skins. I have all of these skins from the original game, and like I want. So for me, it would be I have the Skull Trooper and the Reaper. I want the Ghoul Trooper. I want the Ghoul Trooper so much, and also the Renegade Raider. But ladies and gentlemen, that will end off the video for today. Hope you guys did go on to enjoy. Make sure you go ahead, smash the like button below. Let's go for 500 likes on this video. Also, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you do go ahead and subscribe to the channel, as well as check on the notification bell to stay up to date with all their videos coming in the future. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.